So, good day everyone. My name is Jessamia Lauro from BEd1B. So, today I'm going to discuss about the 8 stages of psychosocial development by Erikson. So, since na ako'y kauban and din lagi umi, so we've discussed na ako ang sa 1 to 4 stages and sa iha is ang 5 to 8 stages. So, first, we must all read the objectives. So, the objectives are at the end of the lesson, the learners are able to then identify the 8 stages of psychosocial development by Erikson. Then interpret the 8 stages of psychosocial development by playing Kasha at Kaya game. Then the last one is organize the 8 stages of psychosocial development by its perspective function. So, in the next is the activity. So, in this type of activity is I will group you or I will group the students into 5 groups, and then all you need to do is to form a circle in each group. Then I will give a manila paper. Then all you need to do is kung lahat kayo ng grupo is magkakasya at kaya sa isang manila paper, then your group will be the winner. However, if hindi naman kayo kasya at hindi naman kaya sa isang manila paper, then your group will be eliminated or disqualified. So, in the analysis part, so how did you find the activity? Then the next one is it easy for you to do the activity from level 1 up to the last part? So, the activity is mahan tulad din natin siya sa the 8 psychosocial stages of Erikson, because in each stages of life is hindi lahat is masaya tayo sa ating buhay. Minsan meron tayong trials, merong mga ups and downs na naano natin sa ating life. So, now, the 8 stages of psychosocial development by Erikson. So, first, we must know or we must recap muna or we must know muna the background of Erikson's psychosocial development theory. So, Erikson's stages of psychosocial development is a theory introduced in the 1950s by the psychologist and psychoanalyst Erikson. And then Erikson's theory of psychosocial development gives us a way to view the development of a person through an entire lifespan. So here are the 8 stages of psychosocial development: the oral, sensory or infancy stage, the muscular, anal or early childhood stage. Then the third one is locomotor or preschool stage. Then the fourth one is latency or school age stage. The fifth one is the adolescent stage. The sixth is young adulthood stage. The seventh is middle adulthood stage. And then the eighth is maturity stage. So in each stages of Erikson's psychosocial development theory, there are conflicts. So in the next slide, we must talk or I will discuss the conflicts of each theory. So, in the stage 1 or the oral sensory infancy stage, from birth to 18 months of the baby, then the primary goal of a newborn baby is to feed on their mother's breast. In the oral stage, parents need to feed their children regularly. If so, then the infant will be moved well-rounded person later in life. Then, this stage centers the conflict of trust versus mistrust. The parents are able to respond appropriately to the infant's needs. The child develops feelings of trust toward its urges and understands that the world is safe and loving place. If the parents neglect to satisfy the needs of the infant, they will instead develop mistrust. So kapag pina-feel mo o inalagaan mo ng mabuti ang infant, so at you will feed them, then the infant will develop the conflicts trust. However, kapag you neglected the infant, then the infant will develop the mistrust. Then the next stage is the muscular anal or early childhood stage, starting in 18 months to 3 years old. So as a child, they begin to enter the next stage, early childhood. In this stage, we see each child strive to find a balance between autonomy and shame. So children learn autonomy by exploring the areas around them. If the parents allow the child to manipulate the environment, he will develop independence. Parents should be aware that even something as small as laughing at a toddler when he tries to make an effort can be damaging. He may start to doubt his own abilities or assume that it's too hard for him to learn. So, in the next stage, the conflicts here is the autonomy versus shame. So, in autonomy, kapag ang bata, for example, kapag magiging parents na ako, so I should explore my child na mag-explore sila in different areas. For example, we will create an activity of yung anak ko is magiging teacher and then ako magiging student. So in that, they will they will they will develop or they will manipulate the environment, then at the result they will develop independence. However, parents also, or kahit tayo mga tita or mga kahit ano, na dapat we should be aware that even something as small, so dapat kapag merong ginawa or merong ginawang kahit mali ang isang bata, dapat hindi tayo tatawa agad because they will doubt their own capabilities na hala sa utak nila masasabi nila hala mali pala to, then then they will doubt, then it's too hard for them to learn kasi nagda-doubt na sila sa kaya nilang gawin. Then the third stage, which is the locomotor or preschool stage, starting at the years old or 4 to 5 years old. So, like the stages before, it is imperative that an individual develops a balance between conflicting forces, in this case, guilt and initiative. So, in this stage, the conflicts here are the guilt versus the initiative. So, initiative helps children develop new skills and explore their curiosity. Parents can support their children by encouraging them to expand on their ideas and having them make a plan. However, if parents are controlling or don't support their child when they make decisions, the child may not be equipped to take the initiative. They may lack ambition and should be filled with guilt. So, in this stage, sa initiative, kapag ang anak natin or ang bata is meron siyang new skills, and then as a teacher or as a parents, we must support our children to expand on their ideas and having them make a plan. However, kapag ang bata naman hindi natin siya sinuportahan sa kaya niyang gawin, then the children it may or they may lack ambition and could be filled with guilt. So the fourth stage, which is the stage 4, the latency or school age stage, starting at the age 6 to 11 years old. So socialization dominates this stage with peers, teachers, and other members of the community, beginning to affect the child's growth. The conflict observed in this stage is called industry versus inferiority. So in this stage, the conflicts here are the industry versus inferiority. So when your child succeeds, they'll feel industrious and believe they can set goals and reach them. However, if children have repeated negative experiences at home or feel that society is too demanding, they may develop feelings of inferiority. So kapag ang bata is naging matagumpay siya sa isang bagay, the child will develop industrious or mas sisipagin palalo siya na gawin ang lahat ng bagay ang iba't ibang bagay. However naman, kapag ang bata naman is kapag feeling ng isang bata na hindi enough yung ginawa niya, then ang kanyang ginawa, then the child will develop inferiority, or sa isip ng bata nagiging mahina na siya. So that is the fourth stage. These are the applications, so directions. Identify the eight psychosocial development by arranging the pictures and giving its keyword or meaning. Then here are the references. Then the verse of the day is train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. From Proverbs 22 verse 6 in KJV. So the meaning of this verse is kapag sinasanay mo ang isang bata sa tamang gawain, then kapag lumaki na ang bata, mai-instill pa din nila yun sa kanilang utak o hanggang paglaki pa rin nila, andun pa rin yung learning nila. So, again, thank you for listening and God bless us all.